Good afternoon, everyone. Today we have a new entry in my slightly unpopular series, Weird Beers and Knives. And we got buck knives today. There's a brand new buck knife coming out, I guess later this month, next month, I don't know. I'm not supposed to put anything out until the 28th on this, so I don't know if these are secret at the time, if they're not secret. Buck reached out to me, and because Buck's a popular brand. Buck, my history with Buck. I have one buck knife in the house and I don't know where it's at. It's the, hold on. As I was saying, I have one buck knife in the house. It is the 110, is it the Pro Select? Is it the Pro? I don't think it's a Select. It's got S30V. It is a 110 series knife. It's not really the 110, you know what the 110 looks like. Weighs about 15 ounces. So today's beer, before we get into that, is Brewery Teru. I don't know if you can see that here. Can you see this? Brewery Teru. It's a Belgian style tart wheat beer aged in oak foeder with blueberries. Is foeder a code word for compost? I know a lot of words. I don't know all the words out there, and foeder is not a word I have ever looked up or have ever used in casual conversation or foreplay. But it's a fruit blueberry. It could taste like compost. It could be, you have the composty beers, like the really composty ones, and then you have the sours, and there's like a mixture of the two. Those are like the beers I probably like the least. But it's about trying new things. This comes from my favorite beer store here in town, where they have a bunch of old beers. This one was bottled on 7/5, looks like 2016. So we got a 9-year-old beer here, and it literally says 2016 right there on the label. Without further ado, we're going to do a little pour here, then we're going to open the knives. Try not to make this too long, but I do like to hear myself talk, as we all do. Got one of the early protos of the stump lifter before we had rounded the tang on the bottle opener. Been carrying this one lately. Not sure why. I like some of the coloration on the other later ones a little bit better, but this video isn't about the stump lifter. It's about buck knives. I've done a few buck knife reviews over the years. A 119, the 110, and I think, is that close to it? I think that's about it. Now, it does smell like blueberries. It is a little fruity. I like my fruity beers. I like beers that are tart. I don't like beers that are sour. I actually did a whole video that I never released because it was terrible with my play button. It was an unboxing. It was a beer. It was a sour and a play button. I thought it was going to be entertaining. It turned out it wasn't entertaining, and I got interrupted most of the way through it. I didn't finish it, but we're going to finish this one today. I have limited amount of free time in the house. I am a family man, so I don't have a lot of time to spend on unboxings, and I can't really have a permanent camera set up. So realizing I'm hearing myself talk, there's not a lot of substance in the content here. It tastes like fucking... Am I allowed to cuss in a buck video? I don't think I am. It tastes like apple cider vinegar and compost, but with a little bit of blueberries thrown in. Like, maybe you have a compost bin on the counter in your kitchen, and maybe you threw some fruit in there, some blueberries, and that concoction sits in the bottom of and maybe a little leaks out when you're trying to empty it. I don't know, but that's what this tastes like. But I guess you don't get really sick off this unless you drink a lot of it. This is Is it worth it? 4.8. I don't think it's worth it, is it? 4.8% alcohol by volume. All right, we're gonna open this with a buck knife. I got rid of my 119, I got rid of my Select. I think I've actually bought and given away several 110s over the years. And because it's a buck video, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stab in the box and I'm gonna cut toward the chest, toward the testicles. I know my audience, and I know the more unsafe looking the cuts we're doing here, the more engagement I'm going to get below the video. Like I said, I know my audience. I've been doing this for about 10 years now, and they sent the knife via Federal Express. I was going to make a joke about the Pony Express, but that'd make me seem like a hack, and you know, I'm not a hack, am I? So we got 2 boxes here. We got any special notes? I am friends with a few influencers, and I'm not that special. I know a lot of other people got these, and I'm not under the impression I'm a special and unique snowflake. And this is, it's just an invoice. Thought it was going to give me some product details. Luckily, I have some product details on my phone. We're going to take a... Oh, man. That is terrible. We have the Mini Ranger Elite, and we have the Ranger Elite. So we got, I guess there's 2 sizes here. Same trim. I got a little product. They sent me an email, and I got some product info on my phone here. I know it's rude as I'm recording myself, filming myself in the comfort of my home to be scrolling on my phone, but you know, this is the world we live in. What are we looking at here? So these say they have crossbar lock. Obviously safety first, everybody does a crossbar lock. The Fun 10 Hunter, introduced in 1964 to redefine what a folding knife could be with this brass bolsters, clip point, rock solid. We're going to scroll down. It's clean, it's mechanical, pairing modern locks with modern seals. The Range series isn't about the lock, it's about bringing the modern knife technology. It's the 90s now, you know? We're in the 90s, so we need to update our times. We need to update our steels. We need to, you know, get a modern folding knife here. 154 cm stainless steel would be in the Range Pro. I have the Mini Range Elite and then the Range Elite. So with that, we get the Magnacut steel. Have you heard of Magnacut these days? Everyone's doing Magnacut. Buck's getting into Magnacut. Does it have the Boss heat treat on it? Does it say anything about this in the email? Magnacut is a new benchmark. Okay, we know about Magnacut. Both steels treated with Buck's legendary Boss heat treat. So the Boss fans, the Bose fans, is Boss, B-O-S, you know what I mean? I'm a pocket knife reviewer, but I don't know a lot about pocket knives. But I do know about the Boss heat treat. I don't remember what it stands for. So, you know. I thought we was here to see buck knives. Well, we are here to see buck knives, and we have the Ranger Elite, the Mini, and we have the these are both obviously pros, okay? We're the pros forever. They got the forever warranty on them. That's good. Nothing lasts forever except buck knives. We have, and I already forgot which one is which, but we're gonna figure out pretty easily by the size. We got some cardboard, some shredded cardboard in here. I wonder if we like paper, we add a little bit of, improve the flavor a little bit. We just got some boxes with some paper. We got the famous forever warranty. We got a message from the Buck family. My eyes aren't so good these days, and I would imagine many Buck fans' eyes are in similar condition or worse than my own. A lot of talking with no knives so far. We have the 110 here and we have the stump lifter. These are 2 pocket knives. Message from the Buck family. Is my father Chuck Buck? Was there a movie called Chuck and Buck? Probably. Is this your first buck knife? Welcome aboard. You are now not my first buck knife. Maybe it is yours, but if you're watching this video, probably not. We thank each one of our users as members of the Buck Knives family. We take care of our own. Now that you are your family, you may want to know a little more about us, Dad. Okay, we're gonna look at the pocket knives. We're gonna have a drink of God. It's like dick sweat. Let's see here. Ooh. Now these, not what I mean, I know Buck makes a lot of knives, and I'm being a little facetious here. Not what I'd expect out of a Buck knife, but I understand they made a lot of designs here, a lot of modern designs. These are not their first modern knives. I understand that. I'm not an idiot. I mean, a little bit of an idiot, but not, you know. So we got, let's see here. We got, I have a fixed focus length, so moving them closer is not going to make that one focus any better. We're going to have to do a digital zoom in on these. So we got 2 pocket knives here. We got the mini range, and we got the range. So range, we got the mini range. It's very easy to differentiate between the two because the range elite is silver, and that's titanium, and then the mini range is black, and there's also a significant size difference between the two. We need to know any more about the matrils. Black aluminum handle. Goddamn. Glad we got that cleared up. Yeah, it's aluminum. If I said it was titanium, it's you misheard what I said. So we got this. Oh, we got this, and it is just as fidgetable as you know, like a Benchmade. The Kershaws have some axis locks on them. They're not axis locks, they're crossbar locks, but you know, Buck has their own crossbar lock. Let's see what we got here. It's like a gas station puddle. Magnacut Boss, we got the Boss steel, the aluminum. I don't know if I'd call that, is it anodized? It's probably anodized. It's not blasted, is it? Blasted aluminum. Do people blast aluminum? It's got some nice texture back here. I'm gonna do a little bit of close-ups here. I'll shoot some insert shots so it's not just my fucking face the whole time. You hear YouTube is gonna relax their custom standards a little bit, but we have a size difference here. I don't know what these weigh. If I was a good reviewer, I'd have access to a scale, and I do. The scale's missing a leg, so I don't know. We're gonna go 2.35 ounces for the little one, and for the big one, where was Biggins at? It was a strip club in Florida. Was it Daytona Beach? I think. Sorry, I thought everybody had come home and they would walk in the house to find their dad drinking beer and talking about pocket knives in the front room. Oh my God. Oh. This is not good. Maybe I just don't have the taste buds for it. Pretty sharp. Let's see how, let's do a little sharp. Oh, we forgot to do the 3.45 ounces. Very respectable weights. It's, I mean, I don't like, what do you need on a sharpness test out of the box pocket knife? I mean, these are pretty sharp. This is, see how well it cuts through this, you know, it's pretty good out of the box. Of course, you will need to maintain your Magnacut, but you know, I don't have to tell you that. You're the knife expert. So, fits in the hand. We got the 4-finger influencer squeeze. You know, when you're fisting it you can do that, and I don't feel any hot spots. Very finely finished. That pocket clip there reminds me a little of a Kershaw deep carry. Looks like it's swappable to the right or left side in a, tip up configuration, so that's ideal. We're checking the boxes. We got a fidgetable lock. We have a lightweight handle. It's under 4 ounces. It looks good. It looks modern. I don't know what these are gonna run in the 2s, I think. They're USA made. I don't know how much cheaper they are than a current Benchmade. Benchmade's prices have gone through the roof in years, and that's my, it's a click clack like a well broken in Griptilian. Little guy, can't get my full 4 fingers on there. I mean, I can, but it's like you gotta cramp them up a little bit. So I would say if you have any questions, but this isn't a live stream, I got some little baggies that you're gonna wind up throwing away. Compared to the Buck 110 Slim, about the same thickness, so it is a very thin, compact knife. A lot thinner than the thick ass stump lifter here, but you love the stump lifter because it opens your beers. It's your little buddy. This is probably one of my favorite knives, and this is about Buck though. It's not about my limited run pocket knife. Is not about that. Let's try the action on. I didn't click clack this one too often, but here we go. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So I think that's about it. Thanks to Buck for letting me take a look at these. Don't know if I'll do a full video on these or not, because why do you want to hear me talk anymore? This video is much longer than it needed to be. A lot of personal digging in here. I don't remember my explanation about that. You got some fine boxes. They got little magnets in them. That's pretty cool. That'll be fun to throw away in the trash. We got this beer here. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. So my wife drinks apple cider vinegar, swigs of it sometimes, and I feel like she could probably get a kick out of this. Because I sure as hell am not gonna drink the whole thing. That's about it. So say hi to the patrons. They are suffering through this with everybody else here. Thanks to Federal Express for delivering the package safely before the release date. They're not a sponsor of the video, but I bet they'd be a good sponsor if they like to sponsor a guy like me. I'm sure Brewery Taru out of Orange County, California will not be sponsoring me because of my inability to appreciate their high-end compost fluid. And that's about it. So like, subscribe, comment. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I haven't run out of battery yet. All right, that's about enough of this. Ugh.